Hello, everyone. Welcome to Doodle and Chill.
Raise your brushes, time for the skill. Get hyped up, it's Doodle and Chill. Carve your heroes in bright, bold lines. Sketch those dreams, let creativity shine. From panels and pages to the screen, our fandom love filling every scene. We'll gather round, it's time to draw. Heroes rise and villains fall. Fan art nights, we got it all. Power ups that make us tall. Anime, stay comics flying high. Movies, games, reach for the sky. All sparks igniting, pencils in hand. Let's conquer worlds, our imagination's grand. Doodle and chill, our passion won't die. Captured in colors, let our spirits fly. Every frame a story to be told. We bring to life the brave and the bold. From dusk till dawn, we're in the zone. Creating magic, making it our own. Pencils scratch, ideas flow. In this epic world, our passion shows. Unleash the power hidden in your soul.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Doodle and Chill. And today we're doing Wetworks by the great Wells Pataccio. If you do not know who he is technically the co-creator of Bishop and a whole bunch of other things, including Wetworks. He's worked on a whole bunch of stuff, and we're going to be talking about it. And sorry about the little delay today. We had some technical issues of me building a new PC and having to set up everything that didn't absolutely work as planned. But here we are.
Yeah.
And also Ace having some issues, so he's probably going to be joining us very soon. So give me a sec. Boom. I'm going to put my camera on, and there we go. So yeah, start this by showing the book. I have one of those, not hard to find, but I got it. I have the trade paperback of the first, I think, 5 or 6 issues. Hold on. Not sure anymore, but 5 or 6 issues. And I'm a big fan of Wetworks. I like Mother May, Mother Ray, what is it? Mother Ray, what's one of that? Anyways, the Cyborg, and then you have Grail, Dane. Those are technically my 2 favorite characters. This was the volume 1. Then they re-released a new volume 2, where it was more around Dane working with werewolves to go hunt down vampires. Because that's technically a big premise of where it works. So it's a bunch of Wetwork team, and Wetworks means like assassination, a special op type of thing. And they get sent to a mission, and they get covered by a liquid metal, gold metal goo or something that makes them bulletproof, and some of them gives them other abilities. Yeah. So they end up, fighting vampires, and they find out they were hired by werewolves and stuff like that. So
Okay.
it's a really interesting book. He's the one that did the X-Men for a few years. When Jim Lee was doing one book, he was doing the other one. He's the one behind Bishop and all that stuff. And I have one of his art book, sketchbook, thanks to Ace that got it for me with that, because they were not shipping to Canada. So he got it for me and sent it to me. Because me and him were both huge fan of that guy. And I like that it comes with a nice little certification sticker. And he's been around for a really long time. Like he did one of my. He was the inker. He was an inker first, and he was the inker of one of the first inkers of Art Adams. He's the one that was inking Longshot,
Okay.
which is one of my favorite books from back in the days. Then he started doing his own art. He worked on Punisher, which was pretty good too. And then he made his way all the way to X Men for a few years. And he was one of the original co-founders of Image Comics. But he came in phase two because his sister died.
Mm.
Was sick. Sister died, so Wetworks got delayed. So it came out in phase two, I think, just a bit before Pit came out. So here's the long shot book that he did with Nocenti and Art Adams. He was the inker. This is one of my childhood faves. I really love that book. Then he did these called Legion of Night, which are pretty insane. It's a two-part book
Mhm.
series. It's a Marvel horror IP. And this is one of the ones that a lot of people don't know about that he did with a guy called Glenn Brunswick. It's called Non-Human.
Okay.
It's kind of like kind of a Blade Runner, but imagine if if it's toys that came out alive. So AI electronic toys type of thing that came alive and they're starting to live in the world with us. So very interesting. Like I said, I'm a huge fan of his. Volume one is the best. Volume two was interesting, but volume one is the best. I I never understood why they never republished like a trade or a complete like omnibus type of thing of volume one at least. But yeah, volume two is available. Oh yeah. So we have John Apple saying, "What's up, everybody?"
Yo.
Lurch Troll saying, "Hell, sup?" Damn, I can't find that anywhere. Yeah, the trade. Yeah, it's very rare. So if you find it and it's not overpriced, get it. I was able to find it. I think it was during 2019 or something like that. Found it on eBay. But you can find the floppies though, pretty easy. They're in dollar bins a lot, but you can find those. But the
Mhm.
trade, mm-mm. Yeah, volume one is the best. The other ones you can find them. They're not that hard to find. And the only bad part is that whilst only did the first few issues, then they replaced that. They changed artists.
Mhm.
But I still think that they should republish the entire first volume as an omnibus. I'd buy it. The only problem is it was part of Wildstorm. Wildstorm was sold to DC, so I'm guessing maybe DC doesn't want to do nothing with it. But um, uh, from what I know, after a certain time, if they don't do nothing with the characters, they should revert back to the original creator. So
Yeah.
I think that's what's gonna happen. Or maybe it already did, but he's not interested in doing them anymore. If so, maybe please do a Kickstarter to reprint the old ones. I would be awesome. Why not put the trade in a seal sleeve for collecting? Oh, it is in the sleeve. It's just I took it out to show you guys. Yeah, it's gonna go back in that little plastic sleeve and back on my shelf. But yeah, like I said, like me, I'm one of those guys that I don't just collect for values. Like sometimes I will buy like double something and maybe sell one, but there's always a copy that's for me. And I do plan on rebuying. Like I have the entire floppies in a box there, but that's why I'm wishing that you can reprint as an omnibus. It would be freaking awesome. And what's up, Sugar Chris, buddy? Long time no
Yo.
see. If you want to join, let me know. I'll send you the link. You're always welcome. Oh, we have Alex and Ace in the back. I think Ace is having some issue with Rumble and giving them permission or something.
Hello.
Yo.
But Ace is in the back trying to figure it out. Ellie's right there.
Yes. Chilling out.
Funny thing, hey, Soul's playing Helldivers too, so it means he got Helldivers too.
Okay.
Yippee!
I heard they added Xbox to. They got Helldivers coming to Xbox soon.
Okay, so Ace, sorry man, for some reason it's not letting me unmute. Yeah, you have to go give it permission. You have to tell Google to give him permission. Usually, when you open it up, it opens a window on the top left going allow it to use your mic and cam, and that's how it works. Okay, so somebody's sharing something. Okay,
Yes,
why is it not showing? Okay,
because I was in other thing.
Alex is like, oh yeah, which character you said you think I was gonna draw? And I'm like, Grail, because how the hell did you know? I'm guessing Soul thought that the show was at 4:30, so he's playing Helldivers 2 instead of being in the chat. But hey, my bad. It's right, not my bad. I think it's probably because when I was setting up my computer, there's an issue with Rumble, I guess, because it put the stream to be at 4:30. Well, I put it at 1:30. I don't know why, but thing happened. How do you clean all collectibles behind air can, or do you dust them one by one? Usually an air can, but sometimes I do dust them because I do look at them often. And if you look at the entire collection, it's pretty big. But I quit smoking a long time ago, so it doesn't collect as much anymore. Oh, and before I start, I do want to highlight one thing. I got this by the mail yesterday, which I'm pretty stoked about. Broken 3.
Nice.
Big fan of Rocafort, and this is one of my favorite, indie comic that I back. I have all 3 of them. I'm pretty happy. I did want to mention that I got it back in the sleeve. So everybody's starting to doodle already.
Getting tired of waiting.
Does it give him permission but still won't let him mute? Maybe pop out and pop back in. I don't know. Because I'm trying to look at the option there. Are you on Google? So, that is stupid. What did you do when you had that issue, Beacon?
Let's see. The issue I had was that it was
You was your cam, right?
it was trying to go to a different microphone.
Mm.
It kept trying to default to a different one that I didn't have. So.
Oh, maybe that's why he needs to go set it on the little arrow next to the mic.
Yeah.
So, am I gonna switch that to this? I think I might. And try something. because people that don't know, my computer died 2 to 3 days ago, so I built a new one. Had to reset up everything, and not everything is working perfectly. Like my share for my tablet did not want to pick up with OBS for some reason. It's working on my PC, but it's not. It was not working there. So right now, I'm probably going to be doing a traditional sketch.
A traditional sketch.
Yeah.
Gasp. I was thinking about
Does
doing
your,
that too, but I
does
was
your,
just
home,
like, nah.
does your homeowner insurance allow you to claim your collectibles in case of fire flood? Yes, I'm paying for it. I'm insured for $100,000, including collection and the fact that I work from home in my studio. So yeah, I have an insurance for it. So who are you going to be joining, Beacon?
Um, let's see. I'm trying to find this character's name, but
The one with the mask?
no.
Which one?
It's one of the lady with the guns.
The lady with the guns, Pilgrim.
Yeah. Okay.
You have the cyborg and you have the one that's normal technically. So you have Pilgrim and the other one is Mother Ray or something like that. Hold on.
Yeah.
Because I'm mixing her up. I know she's Mother One or something. Yeah, Mother
Yeah.
One.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, we
Yeah.
can.
Oh, that took forever.
Well, welcome to the stream, buddy.
Yeah, man. Looking forward to this, man.
The other big Wells Potato fan.
Yeah, man. I actually sent the link to Shelby. I don't know if he's busy, but you know.
Well, he's a fan too. But you agree with me that they should reprint the first volume?
Oh, of course, man. Like this is like one of the top 3 image books ever put out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like it needs like a nice omnibus. You know, I want the sketches. I want everything. Man. Give it to me all. I'll pay for it. I don't care how much it costs.
Yeah. Like I was saying before, he was one of the first ones. He was like one of the initial founders of Image, but because of his sickness, his sister being sick and passing away, that's why his book was delayed.
Yeah.
But I met him in person too. He's a great guy.
Yeah, man. Seems like a sweet dude.
Like that's how I found out about that non-human book. I go to see him talking with him, and I see that thing. Because like I haven't seen you doing. Because yeah, I know they don't promote my stuff. Look, I have this book that came out. Nobody heard about it. I'm like, I'm definitely buying this. Did you end up getting one?
No, I'm still tracking down some back issues of those. I got to make like a list of what I need. I said I got bunch of his stuff, back in the '90s, but then I lost my whole collection in a fire in like I think early '01 it was.
Mm-hmm.
So everything I collected during the '90s went out in flames, basically. So I never really collected much once it got into the early 2000s. I was just collecting like Green Lantern mostly. Then little by little, I started getting back on my X-Men issues and stuff. My issues of Dark Hawk, and then it's only been till recently that I've been like tracking down a bunch of like the Image stuff. Like, I just picked up a bunch of like the Wildcats issues and tracking down freaking there's a Youngblood Strike File issues, which I love, man. Like, I'm gonna have to put out like my own version of that, man. That is such like a dope idea. Like these 2 stories in the back of each issue, different art and stuff. So it's like So dope.
No, I mean it's one of I remember the Wildcats trilogy there by Jay Lee.
Yeah.
Dude, I was checking the compendium the other day, and I'm like, dude, I missed those years. Like, I also reminded me of Jay Lee's Namor. Totally forgot about that. Those were great.
Yeah. Also picked up a couple issues of Union by Mark Texera. Dude, man, that dude's a beast.
Mm-hmm.
So much good art came from those Image days, man. It's wild when you look back at it. Those comics are so ahead of their time. The way they look, the way they were colored, the way the paper feels, just like everything is so like they were like 10 years ahead of time.
Mm-hmm. But they were the first. They were the first one to do all the glossy paper and stuff like that.
Yeah, like those issues of Wildcats look as good as anything that's been put out in the last 20 years, man. Like just the quality of paper, the colors, the art, everything is just so like ahead of its time. It's wild.
Let's just call her Taylor Swift. Could you join skill transfer over to a job like courtroom artist or police sketch artist? Yeah, I've done stuff like that. Anything early Jay Lee was awesome. Yes, yes.
Yes.
Like when I see Momoa in the Justice League trailers or stuff like that, I'm like, dude, this is not Aquaman. That was Namor by Jay Lee. Dude, it was, yeah. Trying to get some grill action going here.
Grail.
Yep. So it was my favorite. I always thought it was funny too that he's the only one wearing a mask even when with the armor. He doesn't want to have his face damaged, his beautiful face damage.
He wants his face protected.
Yep. But I remember reading it, and when his freaking powers kick in, you're like, holy shit! And he turns all blue, and the energy that he can charge his weapons. That was dope. That was dope. It makes him more powerful, and there's like it's kind of a bit of a gambit without the explosion. It's just impact, you know. Boom. It's like it's like a cheap hour. But right now, like I'm going through images, and I'm like, dude, that freaking you changed them so many times. The mask is never the same. He starts with that, full half face thing. Then after that, it's a looks like a face G string. I know Alex is doing the full on mask. I'm gonna do the other one. You're not seeing what I'm doing right now because I decided to do it on paper. Maybe I could just switch to that tablet. Okay. Yeah, I'll just keep going. I'm gonna buy myself a new camera so I can have a new setup to do more traditional art, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, we need some more sim art streams.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It. You stop streaming for a little while, then it's not that easy to get back into it,
Now you're telling me, brother.
and especially you start a little day job to pay bills and shit like that, and you're like, okay, Like yesterday, I spent the entire day like going around. I had to go get the new cell, finish setting up the computer, even just doing that. And I got home around 10 or something. I'm like, I'm not streaming. I had no subject. I didn't have time to go pick up my book of the week because that's what I do during the weekenders. And I'm like,
Yeah.
but Doodle and Chill every Saturday. And I'm probably gonna start doing a night one too. I just haven't picked the day yet. But getting back into it. And there's also the part of me that when I have to grind on a book, I don't stream. I focus on drawing. Which I think it's a right thing to do, but I kind of feel like I should be working instead of doodling every time I do that. Because so here's layout of Grail. See if you guys can see it a bit. I'm still in roughing it out mode.
Nice. You can kind of see it
Did you? Yeah.
a little bit.
It's just a little
Yeah.
trying to figure out what I'm gonna do. Oh, black screen. There you go. Let's go see what Beacon's doing for the moment. Boom.
Boom.
That's Pilgrim.
Yep.
Pilgrim. And another reason why I really like Grell is like he's the knife guy. He's the blunt weapon guy. He does have a gun, but that's who he is. Like Jason Statham and fucking what is it again?
Ex-
Expendable.
Expendables.
Yeah. Except with beautiful long hair. Going to pass it. Rough hair. Everybody start on this. Let's go. What a better shot of this thing. There we go. And that mode is pretty much like naked. So, other than me and Ace here, did you ever read any Wetworks, Beacon?
Nope.
Trigger says, not streaming and focusing on getting your book out. That's not how you're supposed to do it, Sim. You're supposed to make people wait years. That's not how I am. I don't know.
Yeah, we do things a little different on our side.
Mm-hmm. Like right now, Hellzone's at the printer. I have to send them to something. Keep things going. Problem, like I said, my computer died. They sent me the next step. I'm like, okay, hold on. I need to reset up everything, do some touch up to a cover, but I can't if I don't, if I don't have my programs on my computer running. That's why my main focus was to get everything set up. Because right now I need to go fix the writing on the side of the spine. It's stupid little things, but to me they're important. If the side of the thing is too close to you, know, you need to center it properly, reduce it. This week I'm probably gonna go close the campaign on Indiegogo. I already closed the one on Kickstarter because I left the late pledge for the digital only type of thing. I closed it.
Yeah.
That's what I did. Like I'm like, what's the point of leaving late pledges too much? It's kind of like Indiegogo. You take out some of those specials when you're done.
Yeah.
And like I said before, thank you, guy, for getting me that art book because he was not shipping in my freaking area back then. And you got it for me.
Yeah, man. We hook each other up. That's how it goes. I mean, I'm still waiting for the update on when they're gonna start shipping out those X-Men and the Cuber.
Oh, the yeah, okay, yeah, the Kickstarter thing. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yeah, hopefully soon. I think they just they're on the boat or something. That was the last update. So
I didn't get that.
I think I should have gotten two. I heard they're gonna do one for Adam after, so I might get two of
Yeah.
those. Yeah, I need those Wolverine.
Oh, dude.
Need his Wolverine stuff, his Weapon X stuff. I need all that. I get
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, dude. This is Wolverine was the like to me, Marcel Vestre was like the guy with the longest run, and I love his Wolverine. I love Art T. Bear's Wolverines, not Art T. Bear. I mean Art Adams Wolverine's pretty dope
Hmm.
too. Jim Lee's, but that guy came in, and you're like, okay, he's the Wolverine artist. Huh? Like even his freaking Weapon X for the thing was like, god damn, it was dope.
Insane, man. The art, this
Yeah.
jaw dropping stuff, man. It's like compared to like how Wolverine's drawn now, it's such a downgrade, man. It kind of makes me so sad.
Oh, dude, he became the OG Wolverine artist. Like that's why when I saw like his style's changed a bit though, but when I saw that they were doing a miniseries of Wolverine, Deadpool, World War III or something, and he was the artist on board. I'm like, I am so getting that stuff, which I did.
Yeah, and that's the cool thing. Like like every once in a while, I'll get like on a kick and start just collecting and looking up stuff. Like by different artists and different runners.
Hmm.
And like it's been years. Like you have like a different appreciation for it. It's like you're discovering it all over again.
I didn't follow the story, but I've got several War issue for the art. Yeah. You should check out Wetworks Beacon. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it is. You definitely should, Beacon. Like I like the premise of the second volume too, but it was nothing compared to the other one. I like the fact that they're going to another world dimension type of thing, but I don't know. The team was not there, and to me, it was the chemistry of the entire team that made Wetworks work.
Yeah, it's like with anything, man. Like you need that X-Men dynamic. You need certain characters on the team to like for it to work. So
That's one reason why I don't like what they did with the WB superheroes. They turn every superhero into a team book.
hmm
Like I get the appeal of a team book and having multiple characters, but take a team book to do that thing. Don't make
yeah,
Superman's not a team to make Superman. You know what I mean? Doesn't need a
yeah.
team to be Superman. Same thing with Flash.
It's not the super family.
Yeah,
They just keep
like
adding people and like, yeah, no, it's okay to have solo adventure.
Yeah.
Flash doesn't need somebody to make him smart. He is freaking smart.
Yeah. Like freaking after it was like season 3 and like freaking Wells is telling Barry to go faster. I'm just like, all right, no, it's been 3 years now. Yeah, I can't even give the guy the same speech. Gotta go faster, Flash. It's like, all right, relax. Like, it's been like 60 episodes now. Like, Barry, you gotta figure this out on his own.
hmm Do you know what Lost Potential is working on right now?
He's been doing a lot of like Marvel covers. He did some covers for Gambit, a couple X-Men ones,
Because I know he did an
uh,
issue or two of
Iron
what
Fist.
Major X. Oh, Iron Fist had the short story. I didn't get that one. It's one of the ones that I'm like, oh,
Oh, you gotta get it, man. That art is amazing. Who else's art in that is great. I bought it just for like that short story, and it was completely worth it. Like beautiful work.
what issue is it?
It's like like an anniversary issue. I think like the 50th anniversary or something.
I need to find that. It's something I've been wanted, but I haven't picked it up. As you know, I'm not much of a floppy guy anymore. I'd rather buy trades, but I have been buying a few things lately. Like when Rob came back to Deadpool, I bought a few. I'm buying this.
Yes, the 50th anniversary special #1.
Mhm.
Really good.
Best viewers on Steamboat. Okay. Do either of you think of your later years you would embrace AI to bring life? What is your in your head become arthritic? Uh, not really.
No. AI is trash. I've played around with it to see what it can do. Especially like people like to talk about like how you can get like the Chat GPT to like do stuff and like you mm-mm. Like for one if you're going to use a if you're going to try and use Chat GPT to write something for you, it's going to be trash. Like I tried to do like an RPG adventure for me once, but instead it just wrote out a whole story, and it was like some Saturday morning cartoon shit, like this the sort of stuff where like the off brand GI Joe sort of cartoon stuff. It was bad, like it was absolutely terrible. Like I could see using it for like it's like hey I need a name for a bunch of different I need names for a bunch of different planets. It can do that. I've had it do that, you know. But like, if you wanted to actually write a story, no. No, it's no good.
I don't believe in using it for art or comic or stuff like
Yeah,
that because to me it's kind of like, call me old school on this, but that's the appeal for me of comics.
yeah,
Like I think AI can be useful for certain things, but
To
art,
me, it's just
art
like a trinket, like something you can have a little fun with. But it's nothing.
yeah.
yeah.
It's nothing like you can really use to do anything that's creative, that's worth anything.
Like, if you want to iterate some ideas, like if you just want to be like, all right, let's just take this vague concept of a character design and just see what it looks like. I mean, maybe, but
But
half the time,
even there, it's something that it's stolen from somebody else.
yeah, and half the time it doesn't even do it. Like if you've got like something like that's not been done before, as far as character design, or like that's not done often, like it can't do. Like even some like I've probably seen this done somewhere, but like if you got like a character who like wears like plant like armor that's made of plants, that's probably been done before, but it won't do it. It can't wrap its mind around it. Like
Yeah.
or
I
like
think I think it can be useful for certain things, especially if it's not going to be commercialized. But as soon as you're going to be commercializing something,
yeah, oh yeah,
it doesn't work. Like I use it to do, I used it to do the music for the show, for the
yeah,
opening of the show. I wanted to play with it, figure out a few things. I think I nailed it. I
yeah, and
did some
like
cool songs, but
yeah, like for trailer music, like Udio is like actually pretty awesome.
yep.
I mean, like that's actually pretty cool, and it's that like that music is
But
pretty.
I wanted to have a song like an actual like a
Yeah,
theme song for that. I actually paid an artist to do it.
yeah, and like what, yeah, like if you're gonna do like a movie or something like that, you need a soundtrack. Yeah, hire someone. But like if you just need something, like if you're just like a low but like a guy who's just making a comic, and you don't have any in your budget to pay for a theme song, all the royalty free stuff these days is probably going to be AI anyway.
Hmm.
So you might as well you might as well at that point because I mean you try to use someone's song even if you pay for it, you're probably gonna get copyright struck.
Yeah, yeah. I tested it to try to animate some art or something like that just for video
Yeah,
because it can do like I tested one with for Hellzone, like
yeah,
to animate that cover. I think it came out cool, but
yeah.
there's always a problem with it.
Oh yeah. Like I saw someone sharing something that's like this AI trailer looks amazing. All the explosions look like floaty.
Yeah, but
Like
everything looks the same too. It's
yeah. Yeah, he got a scene in the trailer where this bridge breaks with this girl running along it, and like the bridge just sort of floats in the air like a Looney Tunes cartoon.
mm-hmm.
It's like no, that's supposed to plummet pretty fast.
uh, you're not creating anything by typing in prompts exactly.
Yeah. Uh,
When
yes.
someone makes music, it is understood that they are using a digitalized version of a wood instrument, brass, and percussion, and it's acceptable. No one expects a producer to play those instruments. Are you saying the art would not embrace that? Not really, because technically, a producer is a producer. He's not the creator. Like when I use AI to create a thing, I know that it's using some music or reference from other music. That's why right now a lot of AI are being sued by a whole bunch of companies because copyrights are for AI. It's not a thing. So now there's a lot of companies firing their entire art team, most of their entire art team, instead to keep only 10 to do touch up to what AI can create.
Yeah.
So it's you know, and everything is very meh.
Yeah.
So I don't think. But that's my personal view on it. I don't. I just don't think that AI is should take over the art or a lot of
Yeah,
things.
yeah. So like, there's something I've tried to do with ChatGPT because I heard you could train it to like run off your data, and like, so I wanted to have a bot created that could, if someone wanted to ask a question about the Seven Legions of Music, I could just have the bot answer from the lore. Or if they wanted to do like a text RPG, like something like, yeah, like if you remember the old Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy game, like the text adventure, the
Mm-hmm.
text thing, something like that, and it would answer, and it'd just be like, it would just, you know, it would be true to the story or true to the lore. It can't do that because no matter how small you cut the document apart and split it up into multiple documents,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to get half the shit in the document. You know, like yesterday I tried it again because I did the subscription for a month to see if it could actually do it, and so I started asking it about characters. I was like looking through one of the documents I gave it, just going down the list of characters. I go, tell me about this character. Tell me about this character. First two, it nails it. Third one, it had no idea who this character was. It's like it had this document. It had the full document. And it's just like I have no idea who this third character is. And I was like, okay, maybe it skipped that one. I asked further down. Every one after the second, it had no idea who the character was, unless they were mentioned in the other two character profiles. And then
Mm-hmm.
it would only list what was listed in those two character profiles.
And another thing I'd like to add for this, like it's a way of me, seeing what happened. It's been a thing for years, and anything that's comic or art wise, right? The tracing, swiping, and all that, jibbity jibbity, whatever it is,
Yeah,
it's never been acceptable, and I don't think AI is any fucking better,
no, it's not.
and it's never gonna stick because of that. There's certain things, dude, that are they need that human touch, and
Yeah,
I know there's way too many people using AI and pretending that they're the creator or the artist behind it. Well, you know, you're not.
yeah,
Let's just be honest. Like when I made that music for the thing, I gave it prompts, I gave it lyrics,
oh
but
yeah,
it made it. It's AI that made it.
yeah,
I am not the musician. I am not.
yeah. Like if I I'll
The
claim
same
credit.
thing. Same thing as hiring an artist.
Yeah,
I hired the guy to make my music. I want something like this, something like that, something like this. I give him prompts. He makes it for me.
yeah. Like yeah, like if I write the lyrics for a song that AI makes, I'll say I wrote the lyrics, but I won't say I wrote the music
Hmm.
because and all it is just a fun little bonus thing.
Like I've said it before, like I put a lot of lyrics and they all come out in that song of Doodle and Chill.
Yeah,
But my favorite line in the song came out of a mix of something I did that AI did.
yeah,
And I was like, holy shit, okay.
yeah,
That last line, unleash the power hitting in your soul. I was like, wow.
yeah. I really did enjoy the Backbreaker song.
Mm.
We're breaking spines. That's great.
Backbreaker.
Yeah, like, it is funny as like someone was trying to say like people were trying to say like ChatGPT is great and all that. I go, no, it's really not. I go, well, you don't know how to use it. Okay, I say okay. Well, look at the situation I'm trying to do, and tell me what I could do to improve it. Like, tell me what I could do to get the result that I want. And he tells me to do like something like have it create a canvas and fill that information. And go, is that information like is the information I put in there going to stick around when I hand the link to someone else to talk to this bot because I can guarantee it's not.
No, I've been redoing the same sketch multiple times because I get frustrated at that goddamn mask. And unlike working digital, you can't just create a layer. Oh, let's try this. No, no. Let's try this. No, no. No.
Yeah.
Erase. Restart.
Yep.
Don't get me wrong. I love it. I love penciling. Yeah. Any opinion on the AI, Ace? You agree with us? Oop.
And it is fun being abusive with the AI when it does the stupid shit. And people are like, when the AI takes over, uh, it's gonna come after you. I'm like, you know what? If it's anything like people, it's gonna look at that conversation like, yeah, you know what? I was a bit retarded. It's like you got a good. That was a rational crash out there, bud. I'm gonna let you go.
This is
I am so sorry for who I was back then.
this is take 3.
Yeah.
You see it? Hold on. Trying to center it. There you go. Take 3. It's something I've been trying to do lately. I want to go back into like doing a bit more traditional art because you don't lose it, but yeah.
What I was saying with using AI to help with concept art, it's
Mhm.
just like it's like the way I see it is like just having it do like just spit out a bunch of images and then like it's kind of similar to like looking at references because like I mean it is also just like spewing out things that other people have created, but like I don't know, it's just like you can get ideas from it, but never take like the full design from that.
Look, man, if I just want ideas, I'll just go back to one of the early Jim Lee X-Men issues and steal something from there.
Yeah,
That's how I roll. Well,
especially
I don't need
especially
AI for that.
not
I'll
just
just
X
go to
Men, not just X Men. A
yeah,
lot of people are just taking shit from Wildcats.
yeah.
anything Jim Lee, really, except his DC work, which I hate. Any of his Image or Marvel work, for sure.
You didn't like his Batman?
No, I can't stand Jim Lee's DC work. For real. I think it's such a downgrade from everything else he's done. It drives me crazy. Like, Jim,
You know
why
what's
aren't
the
you
funniest thing?
drawing Ripclaw? Why are you drawing stupid Batman and Joker? Anybody can draw that. Draw something cool. Stop wasting your time.
Dude, I was so excited when you relaunched Wildcats with what was it? I'm trying to remember who it was. I need to go get the book. Anyways, they were re-releasing freaking Wildcats at DC. He was drawing it. I think it was Robinson. I don't know where it was. I need to check. But
You're talking about the Grant Morrison relaunch,
yeah,
and they
yeah,
put out
yeah.
like two issues and
There's only one issue.
one issue. It's like,
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
dude, it was dope though, dude. I was all
I'm sure
excited
it
about
is,
it.
but it's like that's Jim Lee. Like ever since he went to work full time for DC, it's been one issue here, one issue there. It's like he was supposed to draw something for the New Age of Heroes. I think he did like 1.5 issues of that. He was supposed to draw the whole series or like the first like miniseries or something.
Not just that. Remember, there was the fucking Frank Miller Batman that he never finished.
Yeah, it's just, that's Jim
Okay,
Lee's DC work.
him it was because they were getting flack, but I don't know, dude. Come on. So the reason why I kind of like lost interest a bit, and also in his DC work. But I like it. I did like the Hush Batman thing, but you're supposed to have simplified the style to be able to do more work, but that's not what happened.
No,
Like at all.
dude, I'm pumped. I'm gonna meet. Hopefully, fingers crossed. I'll get to meet Mark Silvestri at Terrificon in August.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's gonna be there.
His Batman thing was pretty good too. Did
Yeah.
you get it?
See, Silvestri's good. He can draw anything. Doesn't matter what it is. Like, he gives it his own like dope style. So even if it's the same old tired Batman Joker stuff, it still looks cool because Silvestri drew it. But not everybody can do that. Some guys are just like they have more of a Marvel style. Other guys have more of a DC style. It doesn't translate. Silvestri's one of the few guys that can do anything and it'll look dope because he puts his own twist on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just gotta figure out like what I want to get signed. Probably like an old Uncanny X-Men issue or like Cyberforce issue.
Darkness.
Yeah, Darkness can't go wrong with that.
To me, like Witchblade was good. You know.
Dude, Chimera sent me a bunch of Witchblade issues. Oh man, I was just staring at those panels by Turner.
Mm-hmm.
I just like I felt like a kid again, man. Literally just going through I think he sent me like 10 or 12 issues. I'm just flipping through them with a cheesing smile on my face, just looking at the goodness. Looking at Mike Turner, my rest in peace. Beautiful women, man. The most beautiful women ever.
I tried the relaunch, and dude, that was shit.
Yeah.
They went back to it, relaunch. They did a red can type of thing. What is it? How do you call it? When you
like the red label?
No. They just restart everything.
Oh, reboot?
Yeah, it's a reboot, but what do you call Redcon? Redcon.
Yeah.
So they restarted everything. I tried the first few issues, then they announced the return of Darkness, and that's when I was out. Don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of Darkness, but I was not crazy about what they were doing there.
Mm-hmm.
And they're trying to do the exact same thing. Hey, welcome to issue 7 or something. That's when we reintroduce. I'm like, I like the fact they were in a shared universe,
Mm-hmm.
but the fact that they overly connected them and then made them have a kid that could wield both. I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's super weird. There's no need for that.
The entire stick about freaking staccato was the guy. The guy's a womanizer, wants to screw sleep with every fucking woman, and then finds out at 21 that he can't or he dies. But he can, but he's technically playing Russian roulette because if he impregnates a woman, he's fucked. He dies.
I know, man. I think like
How
all
can
these guys.
how can you charge for something you created when the computer does all the work? Yeah, so just
Exactly.
Yep.
Ask Elon.
That last relaunch never even tried living up to its potential. No, dude, but that's the thing. Like, if you read it, like, am I the only one? But I was fucking excited about it. Like, the first issue was good as hell, and then nothing. And what's up, some person?
Yo.
Yeah, hail some person. Who did the art for it?
It was Jim Lee. And the art was
the Witchblade?
Oh, the Witchblade? No, it was somebody else. It was somebody I don't know. I mean, I was talking about the relaunch of freaking
Wildcats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about the relaunch of freaking Witchblade, no,
man.
Felt awful.
Telling you, these guys like don't relaunch a book unless you have the next great like If you have the next Stephen Platt, then you can do profit a relaunch. But if you don't have that new version of a guy who's just gonna blow up and be the biggest thing, don't relaunch these books because they can't live up to what was created.
Yeah, but dude, you can't you can't relaunch something and change the entire thing. Neither. Or you
Yeah,
can't just go, oh well, retell the same story but with a different, more modern take on it. And like,
yeah, no, that's terrible. No, thank you. But it is a problem, man. Because like, man, I find it hard to get into new artists, man.
but it's because
Like I just
there's no new artist. It's just everything's the same.
yeah, it's like everything.
Like I've said it before, it's like I'm the type of guy that I would rather like see something that's shitty but has his own style. Doesn't need to be perfect. It's one
Yeah.
of the main thing of everything. That's why people don't understand why Rob Liefeld is so popular.
Hmm.
There's something to it. There's an energy to it. There's something. It's not just the style. There's
Yeah,
many people copying his style. There's many people joining the same style, and they're just not going to be Rob Liefeld. That's
dude, I just picked up a copy of X Force number 9
mm-hmm,
uh, during this like dollar bin I was going through the other day.
mm-hmm.
That shot of like Shatterstar, Cable, and Domino with guns. It's complete '90s nonsense, but it looks so fucking cool.
Yeah,
Like it literally like you have fucking Shatterstar super jacked, pouches everywhere. You got freaking Cable looking like the T1, T800, whatever
mm-hmm.
Arnold's Terminator is, with a giant gun that's almost as big as the page. Then you got Domino in the back, nearly topless, and just like this is the most ridiculous thing ever. But I was staring at it for like 10 minutes. Like after I got it, I was like, man, this is so cool. Just like it literally just like there's nothing on the stand like this.
And after Rob Liefeld, they had many people take over and stuff like that, but none hit it like fucking Greg Capullo. Like when Greg Capullo showed up in X Force, that's when I'm like, who's that guy? And that's when I went back and bought his Quasar. Quasar, you pronounce it, I think, Quasar?
Yeah, Quasar.
Yeah. Dude, I've been a fan of Greg Capullo ever since, like that first issue of X Force that he did. Dude, that was dope. And there's something about comics that, you know, it, it's what Jack Kirby understood. It's not always about perfection or anything. It's about the energy and the storytelling. And you know, see, after 3 takes on it,
Nice.
I should have pulled out my little drawing board, but I did not. So. I was not expecting on doing traditional art on the stream. It's really because my tablet was not syncing properly to the freaking thing. So I just improvise. Sometimes it's good to remind myself and people that yeah, I can draw traditionally and same thing as when I draw digital. It's weird. There's way too many supposedly digital artists that can't even draw traditional art. It looks so different. That always baffled me.
Yeah.
It's like they're using models or something, you know?
Hmm. Did you see the poster that the Naked Gun people did, where it's like this poster was not made with AI. It's got the guy with like 20 fingers. It's hilarious. That movie, I think, is going to be pretty good. I love the original series. Looking forward to the new movie.
Yeah.
They seem to have nailed that humor.
Mm, how can I say? I agree in a way, but I'm also a bit like weird about it.
Yeah,
Especially when you saw him dress as a schoolgirl.
that was pretty funny. It's like it's like the ridiculousness of like him, being this uh, full grown adult guy taking the disguise of a little girl. It's like,
And everybody thinks it's a little girl.
yeah,
Yeah. I saw the trailer the other day of the Running Man.
Mhm.
The okay, it's a remake, but it's not a remake because it's supposedly more accurate to the novels because they changed a lot for the Schwarzenegger movie.
Mhm.
But I love that freaking Schwarzenegger movie,
Yeah,
and I wasn't sure about a type of remake, but when I saw the goddamn trailer, I'm like, that looks interesting.
yeah,
That Superman thing though, mm, not so sure about that one.
yeah.
Hello, cat. What's the cat's name?
That was Garrus. Garrus is the black cat, and eventually you'll probably see the striped one come up. He'll probably get right in front of the camera, and that's Hiko.
Hmm. And John says, thanks to the mainstream comic house style being so sterile and all their pandering, I'm almost exclusive. I'm almost exclusively back issues and indie books now. Yeah, yeah, you're not the only one. But that's the thing is, I remember when me and Joe all were talking about it a while back. It's one of the main things that when me and him were trying to get, you know, technically picked up, we both got told the exact same thing. You know, we're too much like the image guys. They don't want those superstar thing. They want something more like in house, like going back to the in house style. That it's all similar. And yeah, it's true. Like, would you think invested so much money in AR for an AI art, the video game industry, the movie industry, comic books? Is they all getting you know image? How can I say Marvel? Make a lot of money, but they most of their creators, artists, and anybody else die poor. Wonder why?
Hmm.
One thing I have to say about DC is I've been here. Every time I hear is the fact that they actually pay royalty to some people. Okay, they may not be rich, but they can live off their shit. If they create something that's valuable. We all know people that are getting big checks quite regularly because they work on certain books and created certain characters. Every time they use Bane, well, they'll send Nolan and freaking Chuck Dixon money. Every time they use certain characters in Green Lantern, they send Ethan some money.
Hmm.
Same thing with Mike Barron and so on and so forth. If you worked on DC and they use it in a movie, video game, you get some royalties. Well, it's not a thing with Marvel. Jack Kirby died pretty much poor.
Yeah.
The creator of Howard the Duck, Ghost Rider, died trying to get help and money to fucking pay his bills, and they not only did they fight him back and refuse to give him anything, even after all those big movies and shit, but they also sued him back while he was dying. You know, I don't have much respect or love for those companies, to be quite honest.
No,
Yeah.
that's
I've been an indie guy for a long time, and the only reason why I buy some Marvel or DC shit is because an artist I like is there. Like,
yeah.
that's really it.
Yep.
Like, I'm a big fan of Greg Capullo. I like Rob Liefeld shit. If Wasp Potato doing interior, usually I grab it. I don't grab shit just for covers. I don't give a fuck about covers, to be quite honest. I never understood that. Like, I'm not. He could be my favorite artist. If I don't like the book, I'm not buying buying a cover because he made it.
Yeah.
It's so ridiculous to me. It doesn't make sense. Like, if you think the cover is awesome, okay, I get it, but that's not what I'm trying to say. I mean, it's more about the fact I'm not going to support Marvel just because he drew a cover. Not like false potatoes, do like when him, Rob Liefeld, and another one I forgot what it was. But they did the Major X thing. How about that? I was curious. Mm-mm-mm-mm. No, I don't like this. There I go again, erasing a whole bunch of shit on my drawing. See, this is what I mean when we save a lot of time doing digital. Try it later. Don't like it. But so have getting back into the mood and shit of traditional art. I really missed it. It's a weird thing. I did. I tested with markers. I did this.
Noise.
It's a quick little sketch of Rose.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, sometimes I sit down with Alex and we start doing some traditional art. Talking about Alex, see if she fell asleep. There you go. Here's the two grills that she did. She's not talking much probably because she spent the entire night up.
I'm falling asleep. I'm dying.
Yeah, this is what happens when you don't sleep.
It's not my fault.
Yeah, you game till very late.
I didn't game.
Okay, fine. It's not her fault. It's that time.
Like literally, I didn't play for that long, and I usually go to bed like what 5 in the morning for the past few days. But I couldn't sleep.
Yeah, because it's that time of the month.
Yeah, I hate being a woman.
You know, one of the rough things about me doing traditional art is I like inking, but I don't like. I always feel like I'm losing something from the pencils. If the writing is good, it's a bonus. But if the art sucks, I don't care how well it's written. I won't buy it. Yeah, yeah, pretty much. Really, you wake up. Stop being lazy.
I'm not being lazy.
And Elisa, it's time to introduce you to a comic book artist secret, Monster Energy. Yeah, she does drink it.
Oh,
We just haven't bought any right now.
yeah. I was thinking of bothering Sim for one, but I'm just like, I don't want to go to the store.
That's how lazy she is.
I don't want to. No, I'm tired. I'm in bed and tired. Leave me alone. Stop. I'm just drawing hearts right now. I don't know why. I just am.
Because you love Grail.
He's blue and glowy, and I would be drawing him blue and glowy, but I'm too tired for that. So just hearts everywhere. Here, I'll do this right now. Pew. Blue.
Blue. Da-da-dee-da-da-da.
He's blue. Blue, blue, blue.
Here's my Grail from. Oh, you guys want to see me properly. Like I redrew him like 4 times, but here it is.
There you go.
The entire thing was to get that little mask to a point that I liked.
Yeah.
That's where I wasted so much time. Then I'm like, okay, what do I draw? Do I draw him with his pogo stick?
Oh my god, I was gonna make a joke about that. Like,
Some person drink more coffee so you can go to the store for more monsters.
I don't want to drink coffee. It upsets my stomach.
Yeah, this is what I live with. But it's kind of, I want some monster. I'm really tired, Sam. But can you get it for me?
Literally.
And she always, when she asks for something, she's always like this. Sam, and I'm like, ah, fuck.
By the way, with the pogo sticks, I was
Mhm.
gonna make a joke to put in the two versions of grill there. It's like this is a knife. No, this is a knife. It's like, but it's an energy knife. It's an energy stick.
She's gonna stick it to you.
He's gonna whack people with it.
Mm-hmm. It's a baton.
It's a baton. Oh my god, I'm so tired.
Yeah, we can't hear it. No, it's one of the things I'm happy about my cat. We barely fucking hear him.
Yeah, he hears me speak up occasionally. He's like, "Oh my god, what's wrong with you? Are you insane? Who are you talking to? There's no one else here.
I'm worried about you.
What the? Please don't go schizophrenic."
Oh, time for me to stop trying to do like, let's do a perfect grill. Uh, what about yerba mate? Yerba
Yes.
mate? Yerba mate was that? I know what mate is. It's like a thing the Argentinians do. But what's yerba? Oh, okay, okay. There's another way to get energy. Get very angry, let the hate flow and draw.
And draw. Well, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm just powering through this. Look at that.
What? Let me go see. What you doing? Oh,
That I'm
just a whole bunch of hearts and
yeah. I can't anymore. I can't draw. I'm dead. I'm dead.
you're dead, or you're just dead inside.
I'm dead.
But she's powering through.
Yes. At least I did like an hour and a half of doodling.
Mm. Well,
I mean,
an hour and the other half just in the back going, please don't pay attention to me for a little while. Please don't pay attention to me for a little while.
yeah, and falling asleep and shit.
Then when she heard her name, she was, ah, fuck. I went to I got myself a little paper because I was smudging everything.
Smidging everything.
Yeah, because I forgot that,
Pencil sleep markings. I can't stop yawning. And now.
I'm not used to drawing directly flat on a flat table. I should have pulled out my drawing board so I could have it like a bit tilted. Well, like I said, the biggest problem was getting that freaking face mask down to a point that I liked. That it didn't look too weird, and I didn't want it when the second time like it was looking like I was starting to make it look too much like the original one, and I didn't want that. And then after that, it looked like one of those breeding masks, like he was like the what's the name again, Sandman type of thing. Nah, it's like a tea that has the same amount of caffeine as coffee and theoramine, which isn't tea. It's South American. Yeah, I used to drink mate with one of my girlfriends back in the time. She was Argentinian, and she would make it. But I do agree that Monster Energy is pretty good, but you can't drink too much of that shit. There's people that drink that like it's freaking Pepsi. But me, I have to admit one thing. I'm getting really freaking hungry right now.
Same.
No, you're
I'm
going
hungry. No, but I'm hungry.
to bed.
Try some crack the whip.
Don't get no food if you don't draw.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Nah, but
Teach
I
these young
did
whippersnappers a
draw.
lesson.
How's that last page of Bloodhound number 1 doing?
It's going great. Shh. Going wonderful. It's a double page. Leave me alone.
I don't know. I might make some pancakes. Are you gonna get some cheese pancake?
Pancakes? You mean the crepes in
Yeah, the crepes.
Yes.
Yeah, crepes.
Yes.
Not pancakes, crepes. There you go.
Yes.
For people that don't know the difference, it's the French crepes. That's the flapjacks. I think you guys call it flapjacks. Is that? Am I right here? That's the what
Yeah,
you
we
call
just
flap.
we just call it crepes.
Oh yeah. Okay.
The the,
Crepes.
the thin the thin ones.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we just call those crepes. Pancakes are fluffier.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fat stacks.
Yeah.
Those I'm not too crazy about. Yeah,
I got
I like to make those crepes, and I kind of like make it with obviously oil or butter or something like that. But then I put cheese in it, and then I close it and let the cheese melt in it, and then we use maple syrup. It's freaking insane.
Sounds tasty.
Freaking insane.
You can use all type of cheese without. It's one of those where that cheap sliced cheese just so good in there. Swiss cheese also good, but that sliced cheese just works magic in there, like in a burger.
yeah.
Now,
Ooh.
that I'm starting to render the rest a little bit more, now you're gonna see more of the picture I had because you didn't see the light stuff.
Bah.
I need to get a better cam to show when I do traditional art, and I want to start doing it a bit more. So
Yippee.
you can't you can't eat when your 12-hour shift is over. That's
It's
not true.
60 hours.
Don't try. You were up playing video games for a long time.
Not that long.
See, now you seem to see the full picture because the rest was not rendered.
Yeah.
Yes. It's beautiful.
So while we are here and we've been talking and drawing stuff like that, Ace, why don't you take a few minutes and plug that thing that's going to be launching on Kickstarter soon?
Yeah, guys, we're less than a month away from the launch of the Drawing Aces Comics Group Anthology #1, launching on Kickstarter. We're going live on Bancroft's channel that Thursday. Basically, it's 5 short stories featuring the characters from the Imprints line of books. So we have a story for the Ace, we have a story for Bloodbone, we have a story about Raider the White Leopard. We also have 2 new IPs that I'm introducing, a story called Xavier. Artist Rafael Crestani does the art for that, and a story called Blue Blaze, which is created by myself and Joe Ball. So yeah, it should be about like 32 pages, I'm thinking. A little 5-story anthology. It's going to have some pin-ups and different things, also some really cool art. And it's just a way to introduce all these characters and all these ideas about everything that's coming up with, my little comic book imprint Drawing Aces. And yes, the first time I'm launching on Kickstarter, I'm super excited about it. It's pretty much almost done. I think I got 2 pages of art left to do, and then maybe 5 pages of letters left. So we're on a good track here. And yeah, right now we have a pre-launch page. So if any of you guys want to go and give it a little follow, I very much appreciate that. It's a couple
Yeah.
of weeks away from launch, so we're just trying to help spread the word and share it out to everybody.
Can you share the link in the chat, please?
Oh yeah,
When it's done, I'll put it in the description down below.
Yuppie.
So go sign up. All right. Yeah, they do sign ups. I think it's follow the campaign more than sign up.
Yep, you can
Wow.
also see some more of the art and some of the story descriptions on the pre-launch page. So gives you a good idea of what to expect. Plus the awesome cover by Hal Comics, which I'm super proud of. I think he did a great job with it.
Mm-hmm. But dude, when he did that fan art for Adverse 2, I made it a cover. It's like
And my dude's super talented, so
with
nice to
permission, and I gave him something for it.
You would have to directly post the link into the websites.
What's wrong? Oh, okay, I get it. It's only on. Okay, so all boom. I'll reshare it again. Now it should be on every freaking thing. Yep, there you go. Because it went private and Rumble Studio.
No.
And there you go. Now it's on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble.
awesome.
Yuppie.
Yeah, that's why I like Rumble Studio so far. One, it's free, and two, I like the fact that you can see the chats from everywhere and stuff like that, and we can have as many people as we want.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And the free, I can't stress the free part enough. Because before I didn't mind paying for freaking StreamYard, to be quite honest. But ever since they technically doubled their fucking price, nope, nope, nope. I cannot support this shit. How can you double your pricing and not offer something more? You know what I mean? You know what I miss when we used to just use Google Hangout? Remember the good old days?
Oh yeah.
Google Hangout. Damn.
Yeah, that's how we used to do all these streams before. Until some company decided that no, we're just gonna quit it and cancel everything, and then for some reason StreamYard started. It's weird, coincidence.
Hmm.
How does that go? Coincidence? I think not. Sounds like it's just a company that Google bought, and they went, "Fuck you, you're using this one."
Yeah, pretty much. It's also insidious. I mean, it's every company has like 100 tentacles. Basically,
Mm-hmm.
everything's attached.
But it's weird. Like I keep bringing it up sometimes in conversations. Like, what happened to that monopoly law? They were not allowed to do this shit. Disney and Amazon, not but Amazon, but mostly Disney and freaking Google. It's pretty bad.
Yeah.
There's a rule about buying a competition. What the fuck?
See that they made the rules for buying the competition, but not your politicians.
Hmm. You make a good point there.
Yeah. You
And
buy the
then they
pol-
and then they changed the rules, so
Yeah.
they can always take. Because that was the one of like I was talking about it with Alex a while back. best part about capitalism is the fact that uh, it renews itself in a way. Like the people make it, the big ones make it, then the new ones have a chance, and then the big guys get unmoved. Like there was always like a circle thing.
Hmm.
Like, but the law has been changed. The game's being rigged that you know they can't be moved. They can just buy everything.
Yep. Too big to too no too big to fail.
Hmm. And that's not the main idea and what made capitalism what it was.
Exactly.
That's why there was always a type of like flow, a change, a circle, or something in the top all the time. You made it big enough, and then you were good, and then somebody had the chance to come in. But nope, not anymore. Now, if you're a tech company or you do anything technology and you start getting traction, well, you get a nice message from Google wanting to buy you.
Yeah. Or if you create an alternative fuel source, you just wind up no longer living.
Mm.
Hydro powered cars, that's nice. Anyway, get in the trunk.
You remember the Tucker story? The
What?
guy that created the car that was like almost like perfect, like it was not gonna wear down. It was not no almost no problem, and they took him down.
Oh yeah.
It's like there's a reason why every year there's a new thing and they're trying to force you to buy it.
Yeah.
We went to renew our for new for the phone thing for the cell phones and
Hmm.
grabbing new phones. And now you have the option of either like buying it on time or you pay less and you return them when it's over.
Yeah.
But then all the new phones, even they come out every year, right? And there's
Hmm.
a little change, like the button's going to be a bit higher, a little bit low, so you have to buy a new case every time,
Yeah.
even if it's the exact same format.
Yeah. Like when I upgraded my phone, I thought that the problem that I had with it was like if you tried multitasking with it and you try to take a picture with your camera,
Mm-hmm.
it like it stutters out like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you know, you, that it turns out that's not a problem with that phone that I had. It's just a problem with like the cheap ones.
See, he knows. Tucker was decades ahead of his competitor. Yep, yep, and they fucking took him down.
Yep.
There's a movie about it. People, if you don't know, go check it out. No, it's there's a similar story. It's somebody called Tesla.
Yeah.
For years, the guy was forgotten for years because of big companies and the ones that the people that took all his shit to to make profit. Well, he was creating a whole bunch of stuff for free. Everybody would have electricity for free right now, and renewable energy that nobody talks about right now that you can get directly from the freaking air. Did you ever read about that one?
I've heard that.
Yeah. Technically, it takes it was technically taking the energy from the atmosphere. Dude, it's fucked up, and it worked. But why would you do this? You're not making money from it. Same thing with the light bulb stolen.
Yeah.
Dude, if you research it, like the guy lit up a whole bunch of his pseudo light bulbs, his light bulbs not the same, where they were lasting almost forever.
Yeah.
This is where I'm at with about like an hour, I think. Because I took like this. Yeah. There you go. Like I said, I restarted this thing like three to four times. But at least I'm happy with how his face looks. I wish my tablet would have connected properly because I would have already been done. Probably do some colors.
Hmm.
That's one of the reasons why I've been practicing and going back into doing traditional art with the little miss there sometimes because I want to get the hang of it again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The more you practice it again, the more control and hang and you get on it. Because I've been mainly digital for quite a little while, unless when I do sketch cards and commissions.
Hmm.
The second guessing yourself on certain things or not wanting to make mistakes. Or when you're doing traditional art, then you're like, controls. Oh,
Yep. I remember trying to draw on a camping trip, just sitting there with my sketch pad and like I'm like reaching my hand over, like, where's Control Z? Oh crap!
yes.
Sit in the middle of the wilderness, and then like, of course, a few seconds later, a little raccoon walks by looking for our food.
I remember the other day when me and Alex were sitting down and doing traditional art. She went through the exact same thing, trying to tap controls. Yeah, she starts laughing. She goes, "I just did it, Sam. I just fucking did it." I know. When you spend so much time just being digital, like, you get that habit, right? So,
Yeah.
like one of the things that you do when you do traditional art, you think more of your things before doing them,
Hmm.
and that's what I was suffering. Like that's why I suffered from right now. Is like, oh, try this, try that, and then like, oh, I have to erase everything. Fuck, that's true. God damn it.
Yeah.
And I don't have my gummy eraser. I don't know if you know what a gummy eraser is. It's in my stuff. I need to get it out, but it's one of those. It's like a plastine type of thing, so you can just stamp the bit of lead out, so you still have like the layer.
Hmm.
I just had a big eraser to erase, and I'm like, oh, okay, that's all done. I have to restart from scratch. God damn it! Oh, yeah, it's something I've been thinking about lately. Doing more traditional art. I might do an entire book like that. I don't know. By the way, yesterday I saw Shelby doing a freaking sketch cover of Gambit. God damn, that was nice in full color. That came out pretty sweet.
Yeah, that was killer.
Okay, the drawing was all done before the stream, but to like the colors that he did in that stream was pretty dope. And he's using the same markers that I have. Came out pretty awesome. Kind of looked like what's his name Weems. What's his name Lee Weeks. That did the guy that did those Gambit comics. I think it was Lee Weeks.
Yeah.
Like it was one of the first drawing that I saw him do. That I'm like, that doesn't look like Liefeld. So that guy inked Liefeld so long. That one looked like a Lee Week type thing. I wonder if that guy's still doing comics. I need to get that freaking little glove again. Where is it? And that's my Cintiq one. I need to get myself one of those gloves, but white, for traditional art. Right now, I've been using this. Because then you smudge, and then you spend like time doing details, and then you put your hand over it, and all the details are gone. You know, I might send it to you next time I send you something. Ace.
Oh yeah, brother. All about that. Hey, when are you closing the IGG again?
Probably. Hold on. It's at the printer. I'm waiting for the proof. So, what day we were? Saturday. So next week, probably the end of next week.
Cool.
I'll probably close it on next Saturday during the next Doodle
There you
Chill.
go. Do a stream, closeout stream.
Yeah, and the next one's gonna be Pit. We're doing Pit.
So
Pit.
Yeah, we were supposed to do Pit today, but I wasn't decided when we closed. But when Ace said like, "Hey, dude, I can join you guys this weekend," I'm like, "What are you guys doing? We're gonna do Pit, but since you're coming, would you
yeah,
prefer
brother.
doing Wetworks?" Because dude, me and Ace, we're like I said, we're pretty good big fans of Wild Show, and I knew that that's what he would like to talk about. Some person saying, "I hear drinking."
No one's drinking.
But one of the reasons why also I can't, I was thinking of maybe closing it earlier is because the other day somebody backed the campaign. Dude, they take $25 just for sending me money. So if nobody backs it again, like they take their fees plus $25. So I got like $18 off the backing.
Yeah. And the man only works if you're really like still getting a bunch of sales and stuff. So I usually close mine after I'll do like a month or two and then close it.
And that's what I'm thinking of doing from now on, like not leaving in demand until leaving in demand until I get the money, all the money transferred to me, and then after that closing it. So, I might keep it open until next Saturday, or I might just close it. But that's the reason why. Just to let you know, because I got $18 off like $50. It's
Yeah,
like,
I'll close it, man. It's not worth it. You don't want them getting rich off you.
and I'm thinking, some people can get the book I'm printing and a few
Yeah,
extra
you'll
issues.
print extra copies. They can hit you up and DM you.
Yeah.
So not really worth it.
Because Kickstarter didn't do that though to me. It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
Like just charging you $25 for money transfer for international. Okay, I didn't see that from them. They just took their percentage. Here's where I'm at. I think we're gonna close the stream pretty soon though, but here's where I'm at.
Cool.
Can you guys see it properly? Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
There's still
In
some
like
that's fixed.
10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm trying never to go over 2 hours here.
Mhm.
I spend the first 30 minutes just talking and blah 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 about shit about the subject, and then I start going.
Yes.
Well, my other people on the stream, they already start when I'm blah 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 and distracted.
It's not our fault. You just keep blabbing on.
I know, I get it. I just said it. Okay. Oh, by the way, I wanted to show this the other day. This is the card, like during the Cyberforce thing. I forgot.
Nice.
I have this card from that came with the when you back the campaign for the omnibus thing. But the thing is, look what I got too. I still have this. Remember
Sweet.
this?
Wow. Hell
Right?
yeah, man. That's awesome.
The original card from Wizard. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had this like well there for a freaking long time.
Yeah, man. I got I've been picking up like back issues of stuff, and been picking up issues of like Wild Storm Rising,
Yeah.
and each one comes with like one of the hollow foil cards.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I got like 4 or 5 of those. They're beautiful cards. They're like longer.
Yeah, the widescreen one. I remember
Yeah,
those.
yeah. You got like one of Fairchild, one of the Four Horsemen.
That's the
So
one I
they're
had,
cool.
the Fairchild one. I
Yeah,
had yeah.
beautiful cards. I'm like, man, this thing's still beautiful after all these years, man. Like I said, man, at that time, man, they were just doing stuff that was so ahead of their time. It's crazy.
Yeah, but that's one of the things. Like I brought it up the other day, and there's a lot of people that clicked on it, but dude, they were doing the manga thing. Like, dude, all those image guys were really inspired by mangas back in the days. The Masamune Shiros and shit like that, and it shows. Like a lot of power, wow, those speed lines, stuff like that. Like, and they all talk about it. Like even Rob Liefeld, like was into anime, and that was like the 80s and 90s were freaking awesome. Like the only other anime like movies that I've seen that lives up to those years was Redline. Redline's freaking insane, and it's the last fully hand drawn animated movie that was made, and it almost bankrupt the entire studio. But dude, if you haven't seen Redline, go. It's me. It's a masterpiece.
Mhm. And, like in every aspect too, like the sound design too. Like when they got the
Mm-hmm.
that big monster thing,
Yeah,
the sound design on that was awesome.
dude. Just the beginning. You know, the quiet town type of thing. You have the people in the stand talking this that, and then you hear from very far, right? Then they're all getting jived up, and then when it passes, and then the music when it starts,
Yeah.
dude, it's insane. The speed motion, Ninja Scroll, huge influence. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But dude, it's the same people. It's the people from Ninja Scroll. It's the masters doing their thing. And dude, Red Line, it's insane. Like, I fucking love it. Especially when he puts that nitro cap in the thing, and then you see the freaking cap going into the engine, and then the stretch. Dude, it's insane. Hey, what's up, Scotsman?
Yo.
What's that? Oh seven. There's That's supposed to be an emoji or something.
Yep. Like a salute.
Okay. Yeah, Ninja Scroll. Ninja Scroll was like some people call it the gateway drugs for most people. Me, to be honest, because since I grew up in Quebec, Canada, the French part of Canada, I was lucky that as of at a very young age, I had access to French anime because the French have always been very adept of the Japanese animation for ages. Okay, since the 70s or something like that, and they were always available in French before they were available in English. Like it really started spreading into the U.S. in the 90s. We had them in like 70s and 80s. So I grew up with Captain Harlock, the G Force, which is Battle of the Planets for you guys, right? I grew up with Grandizer, Mazinger, that you guys call Trenzor Z when it got released in your side, Astro Boy, Captain Flam. Like there was Captain Future, I think it was. It's the English name. Dude, I grew up with all those type of like anime. It was insane.
And I just want to print out. I just want to point out something about the French Canadian. The pronunciation. It sounded like you were saying gay trade drug.
Oh,
So
gateway.
yeah.
Sorry,
So I just thought this just
it's the gate. No, no, no,
yeah the gay trade drug that you
no,
yeah
no,
just had to point that out.
no, the gateway.
Yeah.
You know,
I
let,
don't
let,
want.
you know, you can let your personal inhibition out of this. No, no, but seriously, like for a lot of people, it was Ninja Scroll that brought it because it was one of the biggest release in the U.S. that brought in everything. That and Akira, right? But me, dude, I had Appleseed in '86. Like I had the manga and I watched the freaking cartoon. Then after that in '93, I think they released one. It was not released because it was something that was like a pilot that never got but it got leaked. So we got the Alita Battle Angel, the two first episode pilot, which was insane. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. You can find it on YouTube. I think it's still there. If not, let me know. I'll freaking upload it for a while. I don't care. But yeah, like you see it right there, like in the back there of Optimus Prime. That was some of the first mangas I've ever bought. To me, Alita Battle Angel was the shit, and it was called Gundam back then because that's the actual Japanese name, Gundam, Gunm or Gunmm. Anyways, I don't remember if it was one N or two N's. Anyways, so yeah, for me that and Appleseed were my two first mangas with Fist of the North Star that I found in Japanese only. I still have the first issue somewhere. I lost the what do you call the little cover that you had on it, protective cover that they have. But yeah, I still have the original one. But that's what I said. I'm lucky that I grew up with all that influence around me, like American comics, American cartoon, anime, manga, French comics, heavy metal magazine, and heavy metal movies. God damn, I love that stuff. Takeshi Koke, yeah, dude, that's the producer, but it's I mean, like the team and the production house. It's Funhouse. I think it is. No,
Studio Madhouse, I think.
Madhouse. Thank you. I was mixing up. It's Madhouse, the one that made Ninja Scroll and all those stuff. Like they're the goats of animation to me. Okay,
Yeah.
and Takeshi Koki, goddamn, everything I've watched from that guy, I freaking love. I haven't started like I've never watched Lupin, never got into Lupin, but I've watched his Lupin and they're insane. And if you don't know what Lupin is, it's a manga based on Arsène Lupin, and he's a classic art thief and relics and stuff. So there's a manga about it and an anime. Never got into the actual anime, but the Takashi Koki thing, dude, they're good. They're freaking good. And that guy almost quit after Redline, because it was considered a huge flop. Think about it. Budget for a fully hand drawn animation. It's insane, but nobody knew about it. I found out about it. Like supposedly it came out in 2010 in Japan. It was released here in 2012 or 2013 or something like that. I'm not sure if it was between 2012 and 2014, and it was released here in Canada, in the West.
Mhm.
I didn't even know about it. I walked in freaking HMV, which was the big music and movie store that the biggest. It was a huge freaking thing. And I walk in there and I see that there. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And for some reason, the DVD and the Blu-ray was exactly the same price,
Hmm.
right? And I look at it and I'm like, what the hell is that? From the makers of Ninja Scroll, Paprika, and this and that, and the Ghost in the Shell. I'm like, how have I not heard about this shit? Yoink, get home, and dude, I watched that thing 5 times in a row. Like that rush you get just at the start, that dude, it gets you so freaking hype in like less than 5 fucking seconds. Oh, I love it. It's like that. What's the name? Once upon a time in the West or something like that, with fucking Charles Bronson. The intro where you go outside, you see their thing, then you hear the fucking. It's all quiet. All this, the setting, the mood, and then it just starts. Boom. That's the same type of vibe. Like it starts, it's a setup, easy setup. You see people cleaning their thing. They're at a racetrack, and then you hear cars from afar coming. And they go, "They're coming! They're coming! They're coming!" And then they just pass, and dude, the vibration, the feel that they give you, like they really make you feel like you're there. It's insane. Like it's still literally a freaking masterpiece. And Scotsman says, "I have a gift for you." Oh yeah, cool. Can't wait to see what it is, buddy. It sounds like marketing for it was bad. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Nobody knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
He was the lead animator. Was he? I think he was the producer. Hold on, let me go check. Because I know he's the style guy and the animate, but I don't think he was the animator. Maybe you're right. Hold on. Redline movie. Director. Maybe you're right. Because I do know that he started from an animation background. You know, I'm not going to argue. I went to Google, it just says producer, but I need to check into it a bit more. But we're about to close the stream. We hit the 2 hour mark, and we never really go over the 2 hour mark. So
Yippee!
I spent the last moment talking. So here's where I was at. I'm kind of happy how it came out. Bit more rendering that I would do and do the shiny metal thing. I haven't done yet.
Shiny metal.
They don't really have it, and to be quite honest, but yeah, they just do it with colors. But yeah, I would still work a little bit more. You can see there's a bit of rendering in the air and the hair.
Yeah, man. I think the face and mask and everything's spot on. Actually, so good job.
Mhm. But that's what I spend most of my time on. I wanted to get it right. You
Yeah, I
know?
mean the rest of it's pretty just like a generic Jack dude. But it's the face is what really like tells it. The face and the hair.
That's why I had. That's why I had to redo it a few times. I needed to get it. So I'm pretty happy with it. So yeah, let's go. We have beacons here. I'll put us in full screen. Show it again, so everybody can see it properly. Oh, yeah, there you go. Focus, focus, focus.
Nice.
There you go. And the rest is just a bit of rendering. All right. Let's go see beacons.
Yep. Sort of rendering now.
Who's taking more time than usual.
Yeah.
I think he really like the metal idea. He just, I need to render that metal.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
You can put in that work today. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I've said it before. I love how he colors my shit. I got all the little whiny stuff that he did. Dude, that's on point.
Yeah. This one's a more rushed version of my rendering, but yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, I can't wait for you to color more of the Natverse and actually getting to color Nat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, and Ali. Let's see if she's still available.
There we go.
Current layer is locked. Why did you lock your layers?
Bruh.
And Scotsman joins in when we're closing.
Mm-hmm.
What's up, Scots?
Yo.
You're muted. Yeah,
How about now?
you could.
Okay. No, I was in the shower. I was like, oh shit. So
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know if that's what happened to you, but I think that's what happened to Soul. Because for some reason, because like I said, I had to build a new PC. I was setting up everything yesterday. I set up the freaking stream, and for some reason, it put everything at 4:30 instead of 1:30, like if I was not in the right time zone.
Hmm.
Stupid, but that happened.
so last year sometime you were doing a sketch cover
Mm-hmm.
of Nat,
Mm-hmm.
and I saw it on Twitter and you posted it in the Discord and I really dug it. So Uh,
Oh, that one. Sweet.
so I started inking it and coloring it.
He really liked it that much. That came out great.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's coming out
So-
cool. Yeah, like it.
That's down.
It's a little bit more to ink, but I'm jumping around between inking and coloring.
And by the way, people, that sketch cover is still here, available if people want it.
So
Looking good.
been noodling around with that.
Like it. Okay, so since we've been around to everybody, and Scotsman came in to say hi and show that nice little gnat, came out cool. I like how you did that rendering for the mouth. Came out great.
Here.
Yeah, that double line there kind of makes it like yeah, I like it. Yeah,
It's
another inker extraordinaire. See, I'm saying French words with an English accent now. I don't know why.
Wow.
Yeah, just to make sure you guys understand it.
We are rubbing off on you.
As long as you don't start talking about any more gay trade drugs.
I know.
Oh, god damn it. Look at him. Ellie's triumphant return from sleeping good rendering. So, we'll say, everybody, good night. We'll see you all next Saturday for another Doodle and Chill, and it's going to be about Pit this time, because we're continuing the second phase, phase 2. Phase 1's done. Phase 2 was Wetworks. Next one's going to be Pit. And after that, I'm going to do the rest of the lineup. I'm trying to determine what's there. Phase 3, and then I think there's phase 4, and then we'll be pretty much done. After that, it's just random stuff that we're going to pick. But there was actually like 4 phases, and the 4th one is where you have Danger Girl, Battle Chasers, and stuff like that. That was the last big launch of everything. And we're probably going to be doing Prophet too, because Prophet was one of the big ones in the second wave. With what's his name? Stephen Splatt.
Stephen Platt.
Stephen is Stefan.
I never heard him called Stefan before.
No, I don't know. It's Splat. Hold on, let me check. I think it's Stefan Blatt. Maybe I'm wrong. That's why I'm asking. Yeah, Stefan R. Platt is American. No, that's American historian, author. Okay, hold on. Yeah, Stephen Platt. Stephen. That's Stefan, right? Or you pronounce it Stephen?
Steven.
Still?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No,
Okay.
it's Stefan.
Yes, Stephen Platt. That's what I thought it was. Stephen. Okay. Because, in French we have Steve and Stéphane. And I thought you guys would have the same thing.
So you're saying in French you have gay and gayer?
You just said it in English words. What do you think? Just saying, We even
Sorry.
use the English word when we say gay, We don't. For us, gay, it's with an I, and it means happiness. It's weird.
That's right.
Okay,
Gay
chill.
Terry.
All joking aside, have a good day, everybody. We'll see you all next Saturday, and we're probably doing a Weekenders Friday.
Yep.
Bye-bye.
Later, everyone. Okay,
See
we
ya.
love you. Bye-bye.
Peace.
I see that story first. I feel that story first. I know those people first. When I put them down, they've already lived. And I put them down as I'd like them to live on those pages. My stories are very sincere. My stories are people's stories. And there's elements in my stories that are very, very real. And it doesn't matter what the subject is.